local news now. Deputy Prime Minister Lawrence Wong warns that complacency and entitlement are the two obstacles to progress as Singapore reaches a certain level of wealth and development. The country also has constant reminders of its vulnerability. Mr. Wong was speaking at the 10th Milken Institute Asia Summit, a three-day gathering of regional leaders by the economic think tank.
No matter how rich and affluent we become, we will always be a little red dot, an improbable nation, forged only through the collective will of our people. And you don't have to look very far to be reminded of that, because we have no natural resources. You look over the horizon, you are already in a different country. You take off from Changi Airport, you are in someone else's airspace. So these are constant reminders how vulnerable we are and how we have to continually work hard, take nothing for granted, and keep on making a living for ourselves. That's how we remind our young people too.
When it comes to climate change, or specifically the green energy transition, DPM Wong also notes that Singapore is at a complete disadvantage as it has no land for solar power and no wind. But he says that the country's strengths are in urban solutions like cooling systems and buildings, as well as in financing green projects. In a nutshell, it's all about the country's ability to think way ahead.
We are able to think, to plan and to act long term, not just within one electoral term, but across multiple terms, and to set aside sufficient resources to pursue these long-term endeavors. So people know that in Singapore, when we say we will do something, when we make a commitment, whether it is for 2030, 2040, or 2050, we will deliver on that promise. We will get it done. And that's our biggest So that's our biggest value proposition.
DPM Wong also says there's a high level of trust and a strong sense of solidarity in Singapore's society, and there is every determination to keep things that way. He notes two key priorities: making sure the broader middle income enjoys real income growth, and that Singapore comprehensively tackles the challenges of inequality and mobility.
It will entail more government spending, more investments in workers, in our human capital, but I think it will be spending well worth making, investments well worth making, in order to keep our society strong and united, and to continue to get sustained support for our economic model, which is one which is open, vibrant, competitive, and critical to Singapore's future success.